Thieves. They took everything. Everything. Imagine that, a lifetime savings vanished in a single night. Across Africa, that fear is real. But what if you had a shield? A financial fortress protecting you from the unexpected blows of life. This is the story of ordinary Africans, building extraordinary resilience, a $10,000 emergency fund, stone by painstaking stone, even on a modest salary. For generations, the narrative surrounding African prosperity has been incomplete. Images of hardship and dependency have dominated, obscuring the ingenuity, the resilience, and the sheer financial acumen that thrives on this continent. We've been told a story of luck. But what if the real story is one of untapped potential, hidden in plain sight? The truth is, Africans are masters of resourcefulness. We've learned to stretch every shilling, every cedi, every rand, further than most can imagine. Necessity, as they say, is the mother of invention. And in a world that often overlooks our strengths, we've quietly built systems, strategies, and a deep understanding of value. Think of the age-old traditions of rotating savings and credit associations, known as susus, chomos, or tontins, depending on the region. These informal banking systems, predating modern financial institutions, have empowered communities to pool resources and achieve collective goals for centuries. In Cameroon, these groups are known as njanjis, where members can borrow money for business ventures. But what if this ingrained ability to manage meager resources could be harnessed to achieve something truly extraordinary? Something that shatters perceptions and redefines what's possible. What if, on an average African salary, you could build a financial safety net that rivals those in the developed world? We are told it's impossible. We are told that the cost of living, the limited access to investment opportunities, the systemic inequalities, make it a pipe dream. The global average salary in Nigeria in 2023 was around $5,000. Building a $10,000 emergency fund would take at least 2 years of no spending. But what if I told you there's a hidden truth? A strategy, a pathway, that allows you to not only survive but thrive. A method so potent, so counterintuitive, it flies in the face of conventional wisdom. Wait, what? Chapter 2, Why it matters now. For generations, we Africans have understood a fundamental truth: wealth isn't just about accumulating it, it's about preserving it. It's about building a legacy that stretches beyond our own lifetimes. But in a rapidly changing world, clinging to tradition isn't enough. We need to adapt, to innovate, and to apply ancient wisdom to modern challenges. Think of the Ashanti Empire. For centuries, their wealth wasn't just measured in gold, but in the strategic management of resources, the shrewd negotiation of trade routes. This mindset, this inherent understanding of long-term planning, is still woven into the fabric of many African communities. Our mothers, our grandmothers, they understood this instinctively. They practiced what we now call the 70-20-10 rule. 70% for daily needs, 20% for investment, and 10%, that's the key, 10% for the future, for the unseen storms, for generational wealth. That 10%, diligently saved and carefully invested over time, it's the seed money for a child's education, the down payment on a small business, the safety net that catches you when life throws its inevitable curveballs. It's what separates surviving from thriving. This isn't abstract theory. This is real life. My own grandmother, in rural Zimbabwe, started saving that 10% from her meager earnings as a market vendor in 1978. By the time she passed in 2005, that small, consistent contribution had blossomed into enough to secure her grandchildren's education. But here's the wait, what? Moment. This rule, this principle of generational wealth, it works. It isn't just about money. It's about the mindset, the discipline, the commitment to building something lasting. And here's the even bigger revelation, that 10% my grandmother put away wasn't cash. It was actually chickens. Yes, chickens. Which were then traded, bargained, and sold for other assets. So, there you have it. Building a $10,000 emergency fund on an African salary isn't a pipe dream. It demands sacrifice, discipline, and a shift in mindset. But the peace of mind, the security, and the opportunities it unlocks are invaluable. In today's Africa, where economic uncertainties can strike at any moment, having that financial cushion is more crucial than ever. It can be the difference between weathering the storm and being swept away. Ready to take your financial future into your own hands? Check out our Africa Wealth Blueprint at pornoafric.com/shop.html for just $27. It's packed with practical strategies tailored for the African context, helping you build wealth and secure your future. Remember, financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate your progress along the way. Follow at pornoafric for Africa Plus Money Plus Wisdom Fire.